Hello, Fockers. As promised, here is the next in the series of how to box up your content for the Big Move tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to break it down into 3 parts. These are going to focus on videos, photos, and music. So let's go ahead and get started with photos. Now, just a quick side note, as I'm sure many of you noticed, now that you log in, instead of it taking you directly to the What's New page, it's now taking you to the tutorials page. That's pretty much so you can find it easily. It's just a quick little hop, skip, and a jump over to the What's New page. So what we really want to do is get started on our profile page. You can go ahead and locate your photos under the photo tab, where that's going to be where every site-wide, the entire site's photos are stored. But just for the purposes of your own photos, you're always going to want to start on your profile page. So let's get over there now. Now that your profile page is loaded, you want to scroll down to find where all of your photos are located, which will be below the blogs, which was covered in the last tutorial. So now that we're at your photos, click on View All and check out which photos you want to look at and potentially save. Now, if you're looking to save, say for instance, you notice most of these photos were uploaded from either your hard drive or somewhere online, and you should still have a record of them. But let's say, for instance, you're looking through your photos just before you pack up and start getting ready for the move, and you realize that there's a photo that you don't have anymore, but you would like to keep for your records or for future use. So let's use this one, for instance, as an example. The way to save this is by right-clicking to open up your commands box. And there's 3 different ways to save it. Either save image as, copy image URL, or copy image. The copy functions are a little unpredictable, so what my personal preference is save image as. So left-click on that command and wait for the dialog box to appear. Now, once your dialog box has appeared, for my personal preference, just whenever I'm doing a lot of this type of work, I like to save all of my work on my desktop. And then I don't have to try and remember what file folder it's saved to. You want to rename the photo to something that you might want to, that you would remember. So in this instance, it's a musical skeleton, so that's what I'm going to save it under. And you don't want to change the extension. This is a JPEG. If you want to change the extension, that's a whole other set of tutorials, but for the purpose of just boxing up our content, just save it as is. Click on the Save option, minimize your browser, and as you can see, there it is. So your photos are now, that's how you save your photo. Now, say for instance, you decide you want to delete all your stuff because you're not 100% sure that I'm going to. Just so that you know, I will, before we close up shop and put up the padlock, I will wipe the site clean of everyone's profiles, everyone's information, and all the content, which is why we're doing these tutorials, to give you an opportunity to save your stuff. But let's say, for instance, you decide that you want to delete all your stuff before the big day. You can go ahead and either click on these little boxes individually, or you can select all photos and then click on the delete button. You click on the delete button and you click on yes, there's no undoing it. There's no way you can retrieve any of these photos. So if you do decide to use this recourse or this measure, just know what you're doing, because once you delete, there's no going back. Now let's say, for instance, you want to use the photo tab instead of going to your profile page. It pretty much works out the same way. You just want to enlarge or click on the actual photo, open it up, click on Save Image As, save it to your desktop, and then give it a name. And then there it is. So that is part 1 of the photos, videos, and music tutorial. We're going to go ahead and stop this here, and we will pick it up on the video section.